If you're playing with God, you need to stop. You couldn't find nobody else. You couldn't find nobody else in the gospel genre. If you cannot play her whole album on a gospel channel, she's not a gospel artist.
Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you don't know.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Ivy and this channel is Women's Life with Ivy. If you're new here, hey girl. If you're new, I like to say to you, hey boo.
May you do it for a night, only one night though.
And if you're a returning subscriber, hey boo.
I shook a shots one night, let the tears fall down one night, only one night though.
Now, I just need y'all to do me one favor. Just one. I ain't asking to borrow no money. If you could just hit that subscribe button, I would be greatly appreciative. Thank you. And like the video. So, girl, we gonna get right into it. Now, y'all know I talk about me. I talk about me. I keep the focus on me. If I'm not the problem, it is no solution. Oh, y'all said this dress? Oh, yeah, this dress is in my intro. And girl, when I tell you this dress is excellent quality, because ma'am, I was pushing the seams to the limit in that intro video, because that was about a year ago. Girl, ooh. So look, we're going to get into it. If you're playing with God, you need to stop. You need to stop what you're doing. You need to ask God to forgive you, and you need to change how you moving in this world. Because, baby, this world right here is not the end all be all. It's some places. It's some destinations after this. If you don't believe it's a heaven and a hell, it is. I'm here to tell you. I ain't been there. Definitely ain't been to hell. I ain't been to heaven. But, baby, when I tell you the way... You know, I already knew it was heaven, right? But let me just say this before I really get into the video. The way my mother comes to me in subtle ways, I know that's God. I know that's a heaven. I ain't never been there, but his word say it is. The streets paved with gold. You understand what I'm saying, God? Jesus said, I'm going to prepare a place. Baby, it's there. It's waiting. So when I tell y'all, don't be playing on this side. Because, honey, you will play yourself right out your spot. You think you're going to be on the upper class VIP? Baby, you're going to be in the sewer. And, honey, it's hot. Like fire. So the reason why I wanted to bring this video, I didn't watch the BET Awards. I haven't watched the BET Awards in years. Like, for years. Oh, I can't even remember watching the BET Awards because it just, maybe 1 or 2 years after I used to watch it all the time, it just wasn't the same and I just stopped watching. And girl, it's got to be more than 10 years. It has to be. I don't even think I watched the BET Awards since I've been in Georgia, and I've been here 16 years. So this tells you how long it's been since I watched the BET Awards, right? So, scrolling on YouTube, and I come across Kirk Franklin. It's a picture of Kirk Franklin, and it's a picture of Glorilla. And I'm like, what these two doing together? I know they ain't sleeping together. You know how our mind works now. If you ain't gonna say it, I will. I know these two ain't sleeping together. So click on the video. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson. That's where I seen it. How Glorilla did a song. Kirk Franklin jumped on it as a feature. And they gave her gospel. They gave you the gospel award. Look, I'm a little taken aback. Let me just say that. Because I know it's so many. I listen to gospel. I love, love, love gospel. Now, I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to front or what that y'all say, Lauren Cap? Is that when you're not telling the truth? So anyway, I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is I listen to her music and some of her songs I like, I could get with, they my jams. I'm just going to tell you the truth. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95. No, wait, how it go? I never can get the song right. It's 90. How it go? It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no, and no, ain't got me. You know what I'm saying? So I do listen to her songs. Not all of them, you know what I'm saying? But for you to give her a gospel award, I feel like y'all playing in God's face. That's what I'm going to say. And that's a term that they use here on earth. And I'm stuck here with you until the Lord calls me home. Because to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. But what I'm saying is, you gotta be mindful of how you are portraying how young women are supposed to show up in life. Now, you got girls that's been in church all their life, grew up knee-high to a grasshopper, wore slips and stockings and tights. You understand what I'm saying? And so for you to give this gospel, it's so many other women that they could have given this award to. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying I don't like Glorilla. I'm not bashing her. I love her accent. I think she's just the cutest little thing. But her genre is rap. How do you get rap? That's like, how do you get a square out of a circle? They just don't fit. They don't mesh, right? So when I was looking at that, I was just disheartened because it's like, until you get it, until you understand who our Father is, and I believe Glorilla's father is a pastor. So I'm sure she grew up with the word, knowing who God is, right? And his son Jesus. But until you get that, y'all just mixing the waters. Y'all mixing the waters. Like, excuse me, God said there's a seed time and there's a harvest time. Some seeds that's being planted right now today in this world is gonna reap nothing but corruption. You know, I'm a firm believer in live and let live and the reason why I always say that, because it's not up to my job. It's not up to my job. It's not my job to love you when you get to where I think you should be. It's my job to love you on that path. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at that, it just, Glorilla, the gospel artist, I want them to take, for the people who gave Glorilla the Gospel Artist Award, right? I want y'all to take and play her whole CD, album, whatever it is. I want y'all to play that whole thing on a gospel channel. If you cannot play her whole album on a gospel channel, she's not a gospel artist. Now, I'm just going to say what it is. It's facts is fact. If you cannot play her whole album on a gospel station, she is not a gospel artist. I'm just going to tell you. She not. Girl, when they came and got that award, girl, I thought it was the City Girls. Ma'am. I'm talking about, look. All I'm going to say is look. For my girls who get it, all I'm going to say is Luke. You know, I'm a real jokey, fun type of person. But baby, when it comes to God, I don't play. And I feel like they really was playing. But God will give you free range to do whatever it is you want to do. But best believe it's some consequences. Your money ain't going to save you. Your reputation ain't going to save you. Being known by association is not going to save you. So I say to the people who thought that this was a good idea, which I believe in my heart that it wasn't. I'm not saying Glorilla is not a beautiful person, and I don't mean on the outside, I mean on the inside. Look, she doing what she got to do to make her money. How Diamond said, make the money, don't let it make you. And all money ain't good money. That's what I'm going to say. So, you know, if it's ever a time to get right, it's now. And I'm not no perfect model, but baby, you can clearly see some lines in my life. When you give in a rap artist who talking about, we just gonna say it, who talking about sucking and ucking, and you get them the Gospel Music Award, you couldn't find nobody else. You couldn't find nobody else in the gospel genre to give this award to. That's what you're telling me. You want me to believe that. You know, let me let y'all look at this clip of Deitrick Haddon, because he was upset. He wasn't bashing Glorilla. He was just saying, you know, really talking about the people that's behind this, you know. And your man, Kirk, sorry, where your shirt at?
Thing went viral, didn't it? Everybody just inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. It's okay, y'all. It's just an opinion. And I have the right to my opinion. And I meant what I said. It's obvious that we struck a chord because it's on the minds and hearts of people all over. Let me just say, what I'm saying is not about Glorilla. Like, Glorilla didn't choose herself. Somebody made the decision to give her the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Award. This is about honoring and respecting those artists who put their blood, sweat, tears, and years into this business, the gospel music industry, to keep it alive when nobody's thinking about it. And giving them their flowers while they're yet alive and working hard in the industry that's already tough. The gospel music industry, the audience, everything about it is tough. So I commend and I respect all the artists that work in it. I know it's not easy. I've been in it for 30 plus years. I'm just advocating for my brothers and sisters, even at the expense of being called jealous, a hater, crybaby, whatever you want to call me. You know, I don't care. But I meant what I said, and I believe in what I'm saying. I love y'all. Again, Glorilla has the right to give God praise, continue to do more gospel collaborations. Nobody's trying to take anything from her. We just want to make sure our people are being respected. The gospel music industry needs an overhaul, period. After last night's show, it's an indicator that we just need a complete reset. Like what are we doing? Are we allowing this to happen over and over again and wonder why the gospel music industry is dying? Come on, man. In order to have something different, you have to do something different. So we need people in the room that know gospel music, that's in the trenches of gospel music, that's advocating for the genre as a whole and not one particular person. It's already a small genre. So it's hard for us to watch the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Award being given to somebody that's not in our space, right? No disrespect to the artist, but that's not the space she's in. And so it makes it discouraging, disappointing, and it takes the wind out of all of it. And we wonder why gospel music is dying. It's because we're doing things like that. Well, on top of that is, we're tired, nobody will say this, but I will, of seeing the same people being celebrated year after year. Like there is nobody else in gospel music. Like no one else is working. You cannot just give it to one person as if they're the ones that's keeping it going. No. We're done with that. Last night was a great win for the ratings for BET. I give certain people awards for ratings, but it was not a win for the gospel music industry. We got to do better. So I propose let's start something where we can come together and have someone advocating for the genre that have no other motive and agenda in the room, but to elevate the gospel music genre as a whole. That's what I feel.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I ain't judging. It ain't my place. I'm just pointing out some realistic facts, right? Because a fact is a fact. A fact means it cannot be disputed. It's a fact. Don't play with God. God said that he's a jealous God. Put nobody before him. So, you know, I like Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin got me through a lot of days. You know, Stomp. You know, his music is upbeat. But when you cross that line into thinking that you're a part of the crowd, no, God set you aside. He set you aside for a reason. Just like he set me aside, he set you aside for a reason. We ain't supposed to be booty shaking up at the club, throwing down and being pissy drunk. We ain't supposed to be doing that. We are joint heirs with Christ. There is a standard to uphold. And I ain't saying you got to get 100 on every test, but baby, you need to be passing. You need to be passing. And when I say that, I mean you need to be following God's word, his direction, his law, his order to the best of your ability. You got to ask yourself, am I putting my best foot forward? Girl, that whole thing just left a huge bad taste in my mouth. Like what? Like, huh? All I want to say is play her whole album on a gospel radio station and tell me, should she have gotten the gospel award? It's so many deserving people, and I'm not saying she's not deserving of an award. I ain't got nothing to do with that, but not in gospel. That's my dilemma, not in gospel. You know, so y'all say what y'all want to say. Meet me in the comments. Let me know what your take on it is. Let me know what it is you think or who you think that award could have went to. It could have went to a lot of people that been putting in the hard work. They've been putting in the work in their field, which is gospel music, rap music, R&B music. Some music is accepted and some is not. But all of it is secular music. And secular music simply means it's not gospel music. You know, I love R&B. I love a lot of rap. Some rap I listen to, old school rap. Now, I'm going to tell y'all about me. I'm not going to sit up here and be no hypocrite and say, ooh, I don't listen to rap. Ooh, I don't listen to that. Because if you watch my videos, you can hear it in my videos. But ma'am, some stuff is just off the table. I'm sorry. This whole thing just left a bad taste in my mouth. This is my take on it. This is my channel. And I can talk about what I want to talk about. And you better get right with God. John 3:16. If you want to welcome God into your life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And then Romans, if you want to accept Jesus in your heart, right? In your life. Read Romans, okay? Girl, that's going to be it for this video. I just had to get on here and give y'all my 2 cents. Somebody commented on my video, my other channel, Boo Bougie. Somebody commented about some peppers. I had to cut them up, put them in the freezer. And they was like, that's my 2 cents. So this is my 2 cents. I love y'all. Be blessed. And baby, I'll see you in the next one. Girl, I'm wearing this dress. I'm looking fine. Girl, look, I know I go to the left. Y'all should know it too. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And ma'am, I'm going to see you in the next one. Girl, all I'm trying to do is live my life right. I'll see y'all in the next one. All right. Bye.
You can never be what I am, but as long as you and me, that's what it's gonna be.